Well, my name is Alfredo Elizondo. I'm the Advocacy Program Coordinator from GESOC, Agencia para el Desarrollo, which is a Mexican civil society organization located in Mexico City. GESOC is an analysis center which creates and operates tools based on public evidence, so the public and private sector can maximize the public value they produce and in alignment with the principles of transparency, accountability, and respect for human rights. Well, since 2008, GESOC has developed several analyses on social policy in Mexico. Social policy is related to poverty reduction, and what we have analyzed is the two facts. The first is that before 2006, there was no clear analysis between what the results of the social policy and how they were related to the budgeting process. The second is that the Mexican government started a ambitious reform in order to change the management system for the entire government, which right now is the results-based management. So what we concluded based on this analysis is that the social policy was not guided for the evidence. In that sense, the social policy continued to be implemented, but without positive results in terms of poverty reduction. In that sense, we created in 2008 the first edition of what we call the Index of Performance of the Federal Public Programs, which is a tool that is based on three components, which are also based on public information. That what you can do with this is to know what is the performance of a determined public program, so you can know if this program is achieving the goals that it is supposed to achieve, and it is attending the population that it's supposed to attend in order to reduce some dimensions of poverty. Based on this tool, what we have created is the opportunity to have dialogue not only with federal officials, but also with deputies within the federal Mexican Chamber of Deputies in order to modify certain aspects of the social policy, such as the budget of determined programs which have a good bad performance or the lack of transparency, and also some parts of the scope of the social policy in terms that it has to be aligned to results and also has to be transparent. In that sense, what we have allowed with this tool is to be the first and I would say the main tool, a consulting tool, not only for, as I said, decision makers, but also for the media, for the academia, and for the citizens. Right now, we have information in open data sources, and also we have more actors that are interested in using this information for different for purposes, such as using within the government to take decisions in terms of, for example, what programs can continue or not continue to be implemented for the following years, and also for other actors such as the media, which now relate their analysis and what they want to publish to the evidence and not based only in the opinions of different parts. In GESOC, we learned that, first of all, when different actors don't use the public information, basically that information it's like stored in a deposit which does not add public value. The second thing is that it is important for the tools and practices that are going to be implemented to locate what are the main actors that could be reached through those initiatives. In our cases, first we oriented our analysis only to public servants within the government, but then we oriented our narrative not only to the people within the government, but also to other sectors such as the media, such as the academia, so they can use the information and they can participate in the decision-making process. And the third thing is that even though the governments are acting in order to open information and make it available for the public, it is important that the actors involved can communicate each other and create a sort of community in these kind of topics. So they are not act isolated, but they act coordinated with other actors. For example, here in GESOC, we have links and we have dialogue not only with agencies within the government, but also other civil society organizations which are also within the community of the poverty reduction topic in Mexico, and also we have links with other organizations outside of Mexico, but we have created these links based on the analysis we produce, and that can also be useful for other communities, not only within Mexico, but also outside of our borders.